Hello Raider Nation, this is Duntov. Today I'm at the Raiders Allegiant Stadium. It is Monday, May 24th, 2021. So today I'm going to do a walk around of the stadium grounds. So I'm on my cell phone with my gimbal. So as you can see right now, I'll try to turn it here. So we parked in lot C, and then right here is L. Davis Way and Allegiant Stadium Way. So this is right on the north side. This is L. Davis Way right here. So you can see it's right across from the north entry. So I'm just going to do a walk around, and we're going to go on this west side first. And then we will walk all the way around, and we'll see what they're working on the media mesh. All right, so if you haven't heard, they announced the first preseason game here, the one against the Seattle Seahawks. It is going to be on August 14th, and I think it's a 6 p.m. game. So that's going to be the first official game with fans in the stadium. That'll be August 14th. So 6 p.m. Not sure how it's going to be with tailgating, because it is going to be very hot in August. You know, we will have the, middle of the day, probably be 105 to 115 degrees that day. So I'm not sure how that'll be tailgating. Alright, so we're going to get in the shade of the building right now. It's not too hot yet today. It's about, I think it said 78 degrees. It is 10:30 in the morning. So first preseason game here, August 14th. All right, now as a season ticket holder, I think it was last Friday or Saturday, they announced a concert. It's going to be Allegiant. I don't know who it is. It's some like DJ electronic music type concert. So they offered us tickets, pre-sale tickets. Sorry, I was distracted. Someone was texting me. So pre-sale tickets for that show for PSL holders. A lot of them sold already. I didn't buy any. I don't know who the person is, and I don't know like if it's like a resale type ticket or not, but Elysium. So he's technically going to be the first concert. He's going to be July 3rd. Garth Brooks is July 10th. So Garth Brooks isn't the first official concert anymore. So anyone gonna go or know what the music is? Because I have no idea who that is. I was hoping someone like Metallica would be coming here instead, but it's not happening. Alright, so we still got, let me show some of the building here. Alright, so remember this side, they call it the MGM Resorts West VIP entry. And then we got this. You can see they got there's a lift down here. I think this is the one they were using last week to clean the glass. That's what it looks like. You can hear some Led Zeppelin down there. So we're gonna go down over here. We're coming up to this would be the southwest entry. So I still haven't heard anything about the other lots. I keep saying I'm going to go check them out. but I haven't yet. So remember, they have one lot down on Valley View and close to Hacienda. It was about a 15-minute walk. And they do own this lot across the street. Right now they've been using it for employees when they have functions here. Over this past weekend, one of the local private schools, they had their graduation here for all their students. I think they said it was like 250 students and then their family. So I think they said 3,000 family members were allowed in there. So that would be a pretty cool place to have a graduation. They showed some of it on the news, and they actually had them all on the visitor side. It's pretty neat. Saw some pictures where they were actually taking graduation photos like in the end zone and stuff. So that would be pretty cool. Okay, so this is the southeast or southwest entry area, which they also, it's sponsored by America First Credit Union. There. I was looking at these last time I was out here. You would think with this nice stadium that they would have a better barrier than these concrete ones here that look pretty used up. All right, across the street, those are some offices for Allegiant Stadium. I know on the one on the right corner there, they used to have inside, they had some big banners of Allegiant Stadium. And if I'm not mistaken, they must own this whole thing now, because that used to be like a building contractor and their name's off the building now. So I think they got it all. Let's walk over here by the field tray. Last week they were doing like going around with their machines. So someone actually said he works like a landscape, and it was like putting, it's kind of like a thatcher machine pulling up some plugs out of the ground to, then they refill it with some dirt. So let's see what we can see over here. Oh yeah, you could actually see it. It looks like they did the whole like sideline area. And then supposedly they fill the little holes with sand or dirt, and then it'll like help the grass grow. I know it's kind of hard to tell through here, but it looks like that some little patches of it are growing already. Okay, let's keep going. All right, across the street here, you can see that empty lot. They used to have a sign there that it wasn't going to be like a retail and restaurant area. Still not sure when all these, things are going to start going up. Now that the season is going to be starting again, I would think building would be starting soon and all this kind of stuff. You're going to have a lot of people looking for places to hang out. So time will tell. And then again, I've said it before, Terrible Herps is supposed to be building some kind of parking structure where I'm sure they're just going to try to make money on the people coming to the stadium. Alright, let me try to get close. See, on the gimbal I can't get close enough to give you a shot through the screen. Alright, so now we're by Lot J. This will be the south side of the stadium. Lot J runs along Russell Road and Polaris over here. we're gonna go around to this. You know, we'll go to the east side and check out the video screen. So I could see, looks like from here I could see two of the lifts up working on the screen. It actually appeared like when I was driving up, like they might have taken some of the panels down on the lower left side of the screen. So we'll try to figure that out when we get closer. Alright, so if you look at all the parking lots, how they put them red lines back again. So I'm assuming it is for, you know, if you're parked for tailgating. So all the parking lots around the stadium have that now. So we'll have to wait and see. Supposedly, from what I read, all the different lots, I think it was about 7,000 spots they said would be for, you know, you could tailgate in. I think total they have to have about 16,500 is what I thought I heard before. You know, so they're gonna have them all around. Okay, here's a good view of that. It's getting a little breezy here. Hopefully you're not getting a lot of wind noise on the cell phone. The reason I'm on my cell phone is I forgot to put my memory card back in my camera. So I was slacking today. Alright, from here now it looks like there's actually four. It looks like we got four lifts up. I think this is the start of week 9. Could be wrong, but I think it is week 9. I think it was Thursday and Friday we had a lot of wind again. I didn't see them up on the lifts when I drove by. I mean, it doesn't mean they weren't working, just when I drove by they weren't there. Because through the wind they might not. You know, it got pretty windy, so I don't think they were up there at least them couple days. Okay, so this is going into lot F right now. So this is a pretty good lot. So this is the lot my sister, who has her VIP tickets. This is where they get one parking spot, so they get the park over here. So this might be where I'll be meeting and tailgating with them on this lot. The lot F, so not too bad. I don't have a parking spot myself. And I have had people asking about when like parking passes will go on sale. I haven't heard anything about that yet. But I'm sure to park here, like on the stadium property, will not be cheap. You know, even if it's a couple $100 though, I mean, if you could get a few people to go in with you, it's not too bad, I guess. And I remember a couple weeks ago, I went between the Luxor and the Mandalay Bay. Luxor has a property right along the strip if you walk across the Hacienda Bridge. And they're gonna have their stadium walk, they're gonna call it. And it's a tailgate area. It's going to be like a walk-up tailgate area. So they're going to try to get people that are all in town staying, you know, at the casinos, where they're going to have the food and drinks and stuff going on there. So they released, you know, some details about it, but as I hear more, then I'll show more stuff. All right, as I'm walking up here, I see from here, it looks like there's only 3 of the storage containers now. They used to have 4. Originally they had 10. So it looks like they took another one out of there. So, you know, they're getting that screen up. All right, it's very windy over here. Hopefully you guys could hear me good. All right, so if we look at the screen, I think since the last time I was here, it looks like the right side of the screen is getting put in quicker now than this left side. So if we look at the very first lift, it looks like they removed some of this lower left corner. You can see a few of the panels right there, right in the middle of the screen, and then I think they took all those ones out like behind the lift. All right, so originally I was told this was going to be like a 10-week project, but I'm pretty sure this is the start of the 9th week. So this looks like this has a little ways to go. Remember, once they get it together, then they have to start the testing of the panels again to make sure they're all connected correctly, and then we got to wait and see what they're going to do with all the trim work around it again. So it might have a little ways. Alright, I can't zoom in too well on this thing, but we'll get over here and try it out. Alright, but if you look, there's no gaps anywhere now the way they're putting it in. It does look good compared to the original. The way they had to leave those the pie shapes and then try to fill them in and move all the screen around, it wasn't as good. You can hear the impact driver. They're readjusting all those brackets. Okay, so this right side looks like it's moving quicker. And down on the ground, there's a lot more of the panels waiting. There you go. Alright, so now we're walking down the east side, almost making our lap. So there's that big Yesco sign. See if they say anything about this new concert that was coming. Of course, there's that. Everyone should know this already. So if you haven't been here, you know, you can't get into the Raider Image store, because I've had some people say they can't go in there because they don't have a ticket. The ticket, of course, is just for the tour, but you could go in the front area at the north entrance. You could look at there's all the legacy bricks there, and then as well as, you know, the Raider Image. So I'm looking here, I'm going to try to zoom in. These signs are new, but they put it like a few weeks ago about the... Sorry, I'm trying to do this on the gimbal. You can see Win, that's the Winfield Club. So Wynn Las Vegas, of course, is they own the Wynn Casino and the Encore Casino. So they're the ones that have that club that's in the end zone. So I don't know how that works, if you have to have a game ticket and then you pay extra to go to the club, or if they just sell you tickets to go in there only. But I'm sure it's not cheap, because it's more like it looks like a regular nightclub setting with, they're gonna have all the DJs and everything in there. I'm sure bottle service and everything. So something new. I don't think any other stadium in the league has a nightclub in the end zone. Okay, here's the Ticketmaster booth. So it is been about 20 minutes. So the Raider image opens at 11 a.m. So you see a lot of people in this area, which they're probably waiting to get in the store. There are other people inside already, but I think they're waiting to go on the tour over here. There's people in there. It's a little breezy today. Okay, we're back in the north entry. So yeah, they're waiting to get into Raider image. All right, so that's the walk around. I guess that's all we got for today. So Raider Nation, thanks for watching. If you aren't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, Raiders1967. And also follow me on Instagram at duntov67. All right, Raider Nation, thanks for watching, and I'll talk with you guys next time.